Bishop has been complicit in some of the decisions taken on state capture.
The ANC could, however, not be reached for comment on the matter. Madonsela addressed the annual FW de Klerk Foundation conference in Cape Town.
South Africa beyond state capture and corruption. That was the theme of this year's conference. The former public protector spoke about how delays in fighting maladministration and state capture have an effect on preserving evidence.
After investigating Gandla, it took a while to make sure that there was accountability, there was implementation. State capture. We're only now going to have the Commission of Inquiry start work. That's 2 years after the first whistle was blown.
Madonsela says strong institutions are good, but they need to have an active citizenry to hold leaders accountable. She says some decisions happened on the watch of the newly elected ANC leadership.
I think there's another thing that we're forgetting as South Africans is none of the leaders that have been elected was not involved in endorsing some of these decisions that led us here. None of the leaders that have just been elected has never been involved in parliament to defend the wrongdoing. So people will still have to be necessary to keep people on their toes.
Meanwhile, former President FW de Klerk also lambasted the effects of state capture, saying it robs the country of investment. He's urged ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa to ensure the justice system acts without fear or favor.
So Mr. Ramaphosa has been making the right statements about corruption and about state capture. The test will lie in his actions and not in his words.
De Klerk has also denounced plans to amend the constitution.
We should not interfere too lightly with a document that was negotiated with such consummate care 22 years ago. Once one opens the Pandora box of constitutional amendment, it might easily happen that much of the good might be excised with the bits that some people now dislike.
He says there is sufficient scope for land expropriation in the constitution, echoing that a comprehensive investigation must be done before expropriation without compensation is implemented. Thuli Madonsela, SABC News, Cape Town.